Hello, all my fellow commercial real estate enthusiasts. Today we're going to be taking a virtual tour through our new listing. It is a mixed-use warehouse on South Calhoun Street. And I say mixed-use warehouse, but really it could be almost anything. It's currently C3 zoned, but they're going through a rezoning of that South Calhoun corridor that the city is working on, potentially a rezoning to urban corridor. Whether that happens or not, time will tell. But this building in particular has so much versatility that we really need to focus on all of the different characteristics. And it takes someone with a lot of vision, with a lot of understanding of what is in need right now in the marketplace, because it could be retail, it could be office, it could be apartments. Well, there's all those components actually currently in the building, but it's whether or not the end buyer ends up wanting to use all those or just wants to use certain aspects of it that fit within the zoning requirements. So we just toured around the exterior of it. A couple things to note: there is a 10-foot overhead door and a 12-foot overhead door on the back side of the property. Those could be expanded into 14 feet if need be. The mezzanine would just have to be taken down above it, but certainly could be expanded. And then we'd walk through a 30 parking spaces gated with an 8-foot tall gate, parking spaces off street. Super hard to find in the downtown corridor, having nice surface lots. There's also an adjacent surface lot right across the street, 0.17 acres. That could be an additional easily 30 parking spaces if parking becomes a bottleneck for the end buyer. Up front, for those of you who are following along on our brochure, a couple of key things to note: there are 4 office retail, we label them as retail on the brochure. Highly recommend following along the brochure because we worked south to north of the 4 different sections. And then the back is the warehouse space that we're touring right now. They both have 10-foot, 8-inch clearance to the bottom of the support beam, with the mezzanine up above that. So if someone needed higher racking, those could be taken out. There's a 12-foot door that we're seeing right there for anybody that needs to pull in trucks or pallets, and then the pallets can be lifted up onto the mezzanine with a fork truck or any other type of device to help lift those up onto the mezzanine for additional storage. Right now we're touring the mezzanine area. This building was built in 1999, the back warehouse, so it's in pristine condition. Just got a new seamless roof on in 2025. And the front portion, it's an older building, however, it's been well maintained. It was apartments on the upstairs that we're going to be touring right now. We're walking from the south apartments right now. We're touring the southmost apartment and then going north from there. 4 different apartments, could be converted into 2 different apartments, could be converted to office, could be converted to whatever that the end user really wants. Again, touching on the versatility. A couple things to note too, with the historic details of this property: the historic corridor, the rich history of the South Calhoun Street. There are the original pocket doors. You'll see a handful of old doors right there that are original doors, which are almost impossible to come by. Original trim, original large windows, large doorways that you just can't find. And it just has this really unique character to it that I think that is appreciated to a lot of people who understand the history of it. 2 stairwells going straight from the street up to the apartments, which great for accessibility with potential tenants. Another item very important to note is the property is located in an opportunity zone. Opportunity zones are very effective for tax deferrals, as well as sheltering your cash and letting it grow in a tax-free environment. This is obviously something very important for investors that are usually trying to pay less taxes, not pay more taxes. So there's a lot of good incentive for the investors. But overall, this property is a canvas. Think of it as a blank canvas that you can really create whatever beautiful piece of artwork that you want, whatever kind of use type that you're looking to put in this property. If this property is something of interest to you, please reach out to me. Happy to set up an in-person tour. You can reach out via all my contact information in the description box below. God bless you all, and we'll see you in the next video.